Hello, Ethan Howell here, talking about Intimate Apparel by Lynn Nataj. Intimate Apparel is a story about a love relationship that is portrayed by characters who actually do not speak to one another, they communicate through letters. Now, the way love came about in the storyline, without the two ever actually meeting, is honestly ridiculous to me. But because the play was set up as it was rather eye-opening to what the world was probably like to an extent before the internet and phones became so prevalent in our lives. It makes one wonder how legitimate the storyline could potentially be if it was in that time frame. Three major points of conflict or tension in the play are how George and Esther do not know each other. They haven't met and they only talk through letters. A second point of conflict and tension in the play is how Esther is incapable of reading or writing said letters back to George to keep the relationship going strong. A final point of tension or conflict is how Mr. Marks, who Esther likes, has a betrothed in Romania and unfortunately is forbidden from touching her or doing fun activities with her. The play chose to reinforce stereotypes because the play promotes how a black woman is incapable of reading or writing, as they used to be back in the time of slavery, and how she is also good with a needle, another trait from back in the day. Stereotypes of African Americans still exist today in everyday culture. What fuels the perpetuation of these stereotypes is usually comedy, but by perpetuating it in a comedic form, it's done in such a manner that makes situations both comedic and preposterous, and that in and of itself detaches the people under the stereotype from the jokes at hand. An example of these stereotypes used in such a manner is found on the TV show Blackish, which has an all-black cast who do obviously stereotypical activities to promote comedy over the topic. Like, that's very blatant